Good.
Yeah, we go way out to the weather station out there. We go all the way around the other side of the airport.
Wow.
We own all this all the way around. So.
That's awesome.
I think someone else is going to be out there too at lunchtime. So.
All right. Well, if you can, if not, don't worry about it.
No. We put 4 or 5 cars out at the same time. We did a 4 class rally yesterday. So. All right, on to the apex. To the double cones. Get some braking done. Up on the concrete, don't do nothing, wait, and squeeze back on the gas. Down to the cone my side. Down to the cone your side. Then brake, back on the gas. 10%, 60%, 100%. Lifting, braking, back down the gear. Well, you're going to get in there, it's up to you. Roll it back in.
Yeah, she does pretty well in third.
Yeah, there, mate. There's surveying out there.
Gotta heat the tires up a little bit.
Yeah. So I put a bit of brake in there so you're not swicking the car so hard in there. Back someone out, I'd put a dab of brake just so it gets
Just a little bit
better. Yeah.
But during or like before?
Yeah, in between where it's straight, where you get the car straight.
Right.
Lift slightly and back on the gas. Keep it on my side all the way down. Done that a bit earlier, but it's a bit late now. Back on the gas, on the apex. I'll put the window up so you can hear me a bit.
Yeah.
Back to the double cones. Squeeze brake, brake. Take it back in, don't do nothing, wait. Back on the gas gently, 10%. Use the whole track. That's what we do. Squeeze brakes. A little bit, no, not so hard. Back on the gas. More gas, more gas, more gas. Get the brake. Gently, good, more gas. Now if you need it, brake. Put the gas. Yeah, so much.
A little too much.
Yeah, a little bit too much. Because then you have to brush off a lot of speed by doing that.
Right.
So back on the gas, take the car back out towards you, squeeze back on the gas again. Lift off slightly, then rotate, squeeze back on the gas. Keep it on my side. I do it here now, before you get there. Now you put more weight back on the car a little bit more gas, and now you put a lot more gas on it. Hold the car on your shoulder blade there, back on the gas, out to the double cone. Squeeze the brake. Get the front wheel on there now. Let the car roll out a little more easier, like that. So it's less for you to do. And just let the car do it naturally. Back the gas. Here's a little lift, touch brake. Back on the gas. Take it back in, not too much. Back again. Use the concrete if you have to. Back on the gas. Get back in. Gently back. Don't come off the brake so quick. Don't let the car lunge on you. That last little braking, a little softer at the end.
Got it.
So it doesn't pop so much. Okay. I'm getting a little picky there, but you've got that. You'll make that happen. Yeah, brake here, and then a little bit of gas. Yeah, it's such a long-legged car. You don't need all the gears, really.
No, yeah, it does pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
With a turbo, I mean, you get the torque low and keeps it.
Gas, slightly back on the gas, and bit of brake here and then back on the gas a little bit. And brake again. So hard with the wheel,
soon, yeah.
a little softer, like you're throwing a lot of weight on the suspension,
Right.
so not so whacking on, just easy. On the apex, back on the gas, 10%, 60%, 100%. Okay. I want the brakes nice and gently, back on the gas nice and gently. That way the car just sticks, behaves.
Yep.
Less moving around for the car, more stick on the ground and everything. Back on the gas. Change is a little harsh. We're going to soften it up a little bit.
Okay.
It's like lunging the car instead of making it smoother.
Right.
They drive really good. It's just little details, you know.
Yep.
Now easy with the wheel. No. You want to kind of be there in that apex. You kind of. I'm gonna hold a wheel on you next time on that one.
Okay.
Little bit of brake. Back on the gas. 10%, 60%, 80, 90, 100. Braking. Get back in. Got one behind us coming up. Back on the gas. Back on the gas again. A little bit more gas, more gas, more gas. Okay, I'll probably let this guy go. So
yep.
Lads, I mean, he's probably pretty quick actually.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's don't weigh nothing. Look around him a bit.
Yep.
If he does something silly, you'll be ready, you know.
Yep.
That's another thing that happens on tracks where we don't look enough. Squeeze back on the gas. Soft. Yeah, like that. Still jumpy on the clutch.
Yeah.
Don't be so jumpy on the clutch. Is that enough gear? Yeah, back on the gas. Is that getting the wrong gear there? No, it's good. Back on the gas. More gas, more gas, more gas. Right. Tuck it back in, don't do nothing. Gently back on the gas. No, I should hold the wheel on you. Yeah. Back on the gas. Yep. Right. Back in. Very gently back on the gas. More gas now, as much as you want to give it. Get back in. On the gas. Back in again, back on the gas, easy onto it, more gas now. Okay, so I need you looking a bit more where you're going to go next too.
Okay.
So add that look where you want to go next, don't keep looking at that and then look. So as you're coming up in here, you'll start lifting and braking. While you're braking, get your head over there. Now look at that yellow stripe. Yeah, now you see that. Now look at the cone down there. off slightly, now back on the gas. More gas, more gas, more gas. Down here, nose down, clutch up, look into the corner. Look out to where that cone out there, that's happened. Now look for the apex. Okay, that's history, look for the double cones. The apex, so this is history, brake, brake, look for the cone. Okay, that's history. Back on the gas. Softer. Right. Apex. Back on the gas. Keep up that side. Don't do what he's doing. Totally in the wrong place there, mate. Back on the gas. Okay, yeah, let it go by.
Yeah.
Go out towards you. Go. Yeah, yellow on turn 1 out, because you're not in the middle of the track here.
Copy that, sorry.
Back of the gas, back of the gas, go. Yeah, a bit late, but not bad.
Yeah.
You know that. Back on the gas again. On the gas.
Copy. Mike, which car was it? The Ariel. Copy.
Lift slightly, squeeze back on it, good job. Just this corner here, it's in, and then just let it roll, just
follow it out. Okay.
I just leave it like that.
Yep.
You don't have to, because otherwise you jerk the car around too much, and the car starts doing this on its springs, and the shocks can't hold it.
Right.
So it's dancing the car. You don't want to. You want to go in, lean the weight that you go in there, lean the weight on the other side, so it's a nice passive movement.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, it sounds like you might be a numbers guy, so if you're doing it by the numbers, that's kind of what's happening. It's an engineering thing, and you've got strain gauge and everything, that's what the numbers are doing. They just move you from one side to the other.
Absolutely.
And I don't know you, or I sat with you for a second, but I'm probably thinking that's how you are. You're kind of
I'm an engineer, so.
Yeah, so you have that thing about you, so when I tell you that, you go, okay, well that makes sense, that's kind of thing, you know?
Right. It certainly does.
Half my job is to figure out how you're processing information.
Right.
I'm just talking to you and Tony's like, yeah, it's kind of analytical-ish. That side of the brain, not me. I'm all artistic, I'm an idiot, I can throw stuff around and not, you know, I'm too fast because I'm throwing too much weight in the car. Now this turn here, I might have you coming about there.
Okay.
And then let the car flow, because I know you're on and off the throttle, but if you just leave it like that, a little bit of gas here, then left so it goes in, sorry, and then roll back out, you'll have it even easier.
Right. Okay.
Again, that's where psychology and physics sort of clash.
It all comes in.
Physics is always right. You can't beat the numbers.
Should we come out or do another cool down?
We can do another cool down if you want.
Yeah, just let it.
Yeah, do another cool down. We're going to do another cool down lap before we come in. Not bad, mate.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm figuring something out. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, it's a little scruffy in place, a bit too much leaning on the car, like this one here. Again, try and do it. Roll in, get the wheel on the concrete, don't do nothing. Keep that weight there. Now roll it very gently that way without a lot of steering.
Right.
Let the car do the work a bit.
Yep.
So for me,
makes sense.
that in my head, that's the artistic bit. I'm kind of like, you know. And you coming from an engineer, it's like, okay, what's the car doing? Why is it doing that? So we come to the same conclusion eventually.
Yeah.
We just come from different ends.
Yep, absolutely.
The good news about what I call, don't be offended, but I call people like you clever heads. You kind of get to the point where you never forget.
Yeah.
And I have to keep doing it because I forget. What would that feel like, you know?
I hear you. Learn the lesson once, I guess.
Yeah, I always tell people when they're in the classroom, you say, no, in the whole classroom of people here, I'm the idiot in the room. The only reason I do what I do is because keep me safe and you safe to figure out what you're doing. So,
I hear you.
Most people, you know, with intelligence, they get it and they never forget. So.
Yep, absolutely.
And I see it all the time. I spent 30,000 hours teaching people, so
yep.
I kind of see that, you know.
I'm sure. Let me ask you, on the chicane over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's correct or not, but I saw on the second, so what is it, left, right? I don't know. The second one.
Yeah.
I followed Lisa for a couple laps just to see her line, and I saw she almost drove over it. She probably
is.
Is that?
You can. So your car's a little heavier. So.
That's true.
In a lighter car, I'll bump them. In a heavy car, and this is a little heavier.
Yeah.
I tend to just skirt them.
Yeah.
I also will hit an apex. Well, let's just do this one. We'll do half a lap here. Just you take the flag down if you're the only ones out. Back on the gas a bit.
Copy.
So if I'm coming in too quick, I might do this. I might just bump on that.
Right.
And so the car gets up and lands.
Yeah.
And then I can make the turn.
Yep.
And I only do that if I know I've gone in too quick.
Got it. So you don't actually
I don't bump
tap the apex unless.
So like this one here, again, I'm going to hold on the wheel. I'm going to just touch it. I'm not going to bump it. And then this one, I'm just going to touch that. And just keep the wheel and just leave the wheel there because it finds its own way.
Yep.
Now this one, if I went in too quick, don't do it very often, slow it down a bit, I'm going to work your wheels. But I'll go in, if I know I haven't got enough braking, I'm going to do this.
Right, because that's going to put the weight on the outside.
Yeah. Well, the car gets up in here and it lands and puts weight on these wheels, and then you've got a bit more stick.
Yep.
And I only do that when I know I've got myself in trouble. And it's very rare, but I will bump a curve, I will go too quick. I'm going to get the car up in the air.
Yep.
Which is like, holy shit, you can't do that. Well, the physics says I can.
Right.
And usually get away with it.
Right.
And for most people, that's just a horror thing that you did that. But hey, if you're going in too quick, I've got to get rid of it. And I'm a rally guy, so in rally cars, you don't give any, you use everything, you don't give up. So these, you could bump them, but that one's going to throw it, and then this one's going to throw it, and then if you've got it wrong, you've got to get it sorted back out again. So that sort of answers your question.
Yeah.
Physically, you can see what it does too.
Absolutely.
And that one, if you take more of a swipe out of it, so you're more on the concrete there, but
right. Okay.
I got thousands of hours on this track. I can lay in bed at home and hear the cars going. I know if they got it right. You can hear it sometimes,
I love that.
When they're going this way and they're coming back up there, I know when someone's gone on. I can hear what's going on.
Yep.
I can hear the lift. I can hear all that. I live 4 miles away. The winds are right like that guy went on. I called. Hey, did that car go? Yeah. Where are you? I'm at home. How did you hear? Well, I heard it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my house is directly 4 miles that way.
Yeah.
So when the wind's the right direction, like in the winter, I hear all the noise.
Yep, I hear you.
Good job, mate.
Thanks. I appreciate the help.
No, you're welcome. No, you're a pretty good driver.
It's always good though to hear a little more, you know?
Yep.
Little guidance. And...
You know what? I'm been an instructor here for a long time, like 30,000, and I had a guy yesterday do something in the rally cars, like, and I sit with people a lot, and someone come in and do something like, holy shit! I never thought you could get away with that, but you can do it. And so I'm always the one learning from the customer. And sometimes it's a mistake or something they just don't know.
Right.
All corners of
Like,
sludge.
I'm gonna use that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not one to say I know it all, because I clearly don't.
No, that's the right way to think about it. I think is, you know,
there's always something.
Always something to learn. Absolutely.
Yeah, always. You never finish learning.
Absolutely.
Good job, mate.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I guess we'll see if we end up coming back after lunch.
If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, I'll find a car and we'll go out.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, mate. Congratulations, you all that.